Hi, this is Justin Prince. Welcome to this audio recording on the Modere compensation plan. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through how the compensation plan works, why it's so dynamic and so unique. I'll also walk you through how you can apply the plan and start to use it in your life. So in Modere, we are all social marketers. A social marketer, we have the activity of promoting and building customer base and also building our team. So you'll hear this term of promoters and builders. In Modere, we have a home for everyone. And so people who are great at acquiring customers can make a great living here. People who are great at building networks and teams can also make a great living here as well. A promoter is focused on customer acquisition. Let me walk you through that side of the plan. The first term you need to understand is what's called a customer pod. You're going to hear this term a lot. What a customer pod simply means is this. Any customer that you refer to Modere goes in your customer pod. Those customers then get their own $10 promotion code they can start sharing with other customers. Any customer they share with also goes in your customer pod, and any customer those customers share with also go in your customer pod. So to illustrate this, let me ask you a question. How many customer referrals away from you, how many levels of referrals away from you are you paid in Modere? You're paid to infinity in Modere in this customer pod part of the plan. There's no limit to how many customer referrals you can be paid on within your customer pod. Let's talk about the promoter ranks. One of the things people love about this plan is those that are great at getting customers can also be treated, they're not like a second-class citizen just because they're not maybe so proficient at recruiting. They can make a great living, they get recognition, they can receive rewards and incentives for promoting the products. The customer side works like this. The titles in Modere is what we call bronze, silver, gold, platinum, platinum 1 and 2. These are the different ranks. The pod points, that means the points of customer points in your pod. What that means is this. Every Modere product has a dollar amount, and every dollar amount has a point amount attached to that dollar amount. And so when you have 500 customer pods, you become a bronze. A silver is 1,000, gold's 2,000, platinum's 3,000, platinum 1, 5,000, platinum 2, 7,000. Active customers just simply means customers that ordered that month. These are customers that need to order more than the $10 promotion code that you give them. But after that, if they make a purchase, they're an active customer in a month. So sharing bonus is your monthly commission. Promoter bonus is your monthly cash bonuses for hitting the ranks. Let me walk you through this. When you're a bronze, you have 500 customer points, at least 5 active customers. You make 20% commission and a $50 cash bonus. The lowest you can make every month as a bronze, as you qualify at bronze, this is if you had 500 on the dot, is $150 cash. Let's just kind of keep going. Silver is 1,000 customer points. You have at least 5 customers, 20%. $100 cash bonus. Now on this one, the lowest you can make is 3,000 a month. Let's jump down to platinum. Platinum's 3,000 customer points, 15 total customers, active customers, 20% commission and a $500 bonus. Now check this out. At platinum, the lowest you can make as a qualifying platinum each month is $1,100 a month. The reason I point that out is a lot of folks join a business and they say, I need to make $500 to $1,000 a month. The lowest you can make as a platinum is $1,100 a month as you qualify every month at platinum. Platinum 2, 7,000, 20% commission, $1,000 cash bonus. The lowest you can make as a platinum 2 is $2,400 a month. Now, one other thing I want to share with you is this. When you look at these promoter bonuses, sometimes in network marketing, you'll see people on stage and they have this big, huge cardboard Ed McMahon check and they got this big smile and the check says $5,000 or $10,000 and you think, oh my goodness, man, they're getting rich. And there's a couple things they don't tell you, when you see that. Number one is that is paid out over time. That's not paid out $5,000, $10,000 or whatever it is up front. It's paid out over time. And if that person ever doesn't re-qualify, they don't get that commission. Now, here's what I want to share. What happens if they earn the whole commission? They earn all 5 or 10,000 or 50,000 or whatever it is. Well, then what happens? Well, what happens is it's over, right? They've earned the commission. In these bonuses, these are lifetime bonuses. So if you were to qualify Platinum 2, you get $1,000 a month. You say, well, for how long? For as long as you hit Platinum 2 every month. And you say, what if I dip back one month and hit Platinum 1? Well, then that month you'd make $750, and then the next month if you requalify at Platinum 2, then you get back to $1,000. That's in addition to your commission, but these are lifetime rank bonuses. It's a very powerful concept when you think about the power over time of acquiring these different bonuses. The next is our team building side, when you're building a network or building a team. So first, let's talk about the first order bonus. When you sign up a new social marketer, they make their first order with Modere, how much do you make? So the way it works is you're going to earn a 20% commission on all first orders of new social marketers. But wouldn't you want to double your commission? If there was a way to go from 20% to 40%, here's how it works. Enroll 3 people within 2 calendar months and you can double your commission. So enroll 3 social marketers, they order 100 points or more. You do this within 2 calendar months. A calendar months mean January, February, February, March, April. So if you sign up on January 17th, anyone you sign up in January and everyone you sign up in February, if you sign up at 3 people in that period, it counts. If you sign up 1 person in February and 2 in March, that counts. 2 calendar months. When you do this, you double your commission from 20% to 40%. So simply enroll 3 within 2 months and you'll double your commission. Now, let me give you some examples of how this works. Let's say that you enroll 2 social marketers, your first one and your second one. They both order the $4.99 collection from Modere, which is worth 480 points. Now, you're going to make 20% commission on person 1 and 2, which is $96 each, which is $192. Well, what happens when you enroll the third person? On the third person, you don't make 20%, you make 40%. You've doubled your commission. So you don't make 96, you make 192, but something else happens on that third enrollment. Check this out. When you enroll the third person, you retroactively are paid the extra commission, the double commission, on the first 2 people. So you go 192 times 3 is $576 because you earned this get 3 double. You enrolled 3 people. Within 2 months, you doubled your commission on all 3 of the people. The same thing is true on people 4 and 5. So check this out. 4 and 5, you earn 20% commission. What happens when you enroll number 6? You not only earn 40% commission on them, but on the other 2 as well. So enroll 3 people within 2 months, and you double your commission. Now, let me answer a question. How many get 3 doublers can you earn? You can earn as many as you'd like over and over and over and over throughout your entire career with Modere. So there's no limit to how many of those you can earn. Now let's talk about monthly reorders. These are people that it's now month 2 and beyond. They're ordering, they have their customers ordering. How are you paid on that? First of all, you want to start 3 different teams in Modere. The way you want to be thinking is 3 different teams. You can go to the top of the comp plan with 3 teams. Now, just like we have bronze, silver, gold, platinum on the promoting side, we also have what we call our builder ranks, which is senior consultants. Then you hit the team leader ranks, team leader and senior team leader. You then go to our director ranks, which we have 3 levels of directors, 1, 2, and 3. And then you hit our elite ranks with 3 levels of elite, elite 1, 2, and 3. OP, let me explain what OP means. This simply means organizational points. Organizational points means all of the orders within your entire organization. So whether that's your personal order, your customer pod, your team's orders, or your team's customer pods, all of that counts in your OP. Total legs means how many different teams you've started. As you see, you can max it out with 3 team leader legs, which I'm going to talk about that more in a minute. Max leg means how much you can count from each one of your biggest legs. So in other words, your biggest teams or your biggest lines, how much you can count. So let me give you a quick example. To be a senior consultant, you have 1,500 in total organizational volume. You have at least 1 leg started, 1 team started. If that team does 750, you can count 750 from that team. If they do more than that, you can count the other 750 that you need from your own order, your customer pod, or all of your other sideline legs. Team leaders, 3,000 in volume. You need at least 1 team. 1,500 you can count from your biggest line. Senior team leader, 6,000 total. 3,000 from your biggest line. Director 1, you have 1 team leader leg at this point. You can count 7,000 from your biggest team. Director 2, 25,000. You can count. You have 2 team leader lines. You count 15,000 from your biggest line. Director 3 is 50,000. You have 3 team leader lines, 35,000 from your biggest team. Elite 1, 100,000. 3 team leader lines, 70,000 from your biggest team. Elite 2 is 200,000 in total sales. 3 team leader lines, 3 different teams with 140,000 you can count from your biggest team. And then lastly, 400,000 is what's called Elite 3. 3 lines with, you can count 280,000 from your biggest team. Now, something cool happens when you hit these different ranks, hit and requalify these ranks, is you earn what's called a team builder bonus. This starts at when you're a team leader. So when you have 3,000 organizational points, you earn a $100 bonus. These go from 100 to $3,000 a month in cash bonuses that you earn as you hit the builder side of the plan. Now, so for example, Director 1's 500, Director 3 is 1,000. You'll notice some asterisks next to these Elite 1, 2, and 3. You'll either earn this bonus, the 2,000, 2,500, or 3,000, or you will earn the leadership development bonus, which we're going to cover that in a minute. You'll earn the greater amount of the two, whatever one's the greater is what you'll earn. What I want to point out to you on this one, just like I did on the promoter bonuses, is this is a lifetime bonus. This isn't like you earn it for a month or you earn it until you've made $10,000. You earn these bonuses every single month that you re-qualify at these different ranks. So very, very exciting, as they're basically lifetime bonuses. Now you might say to yourself, where's your car program? Well, a lot of companies put a car program about right here, where you get this. We actually use this team builder bonus. If someone wanted to go out and get a car, that's what they would use it for. The reason we didn't do a car program is car programs are kind of cool as your company's growing, but they're not so cool when your company's not growing. People are losing their leases and so on, and they can be hurtful actually to people. So you can the point is you get the cash. You can do with this whatever you choose, whether that's a home renovation or paying off your mortgage or paying off debt, or maybe it's getting a new car, whatever that looks like for you. We're not forcing you to do something. You can do whatever you feel like is the best for you and your family. Now, to maximize the plan, you need 3 teams. This is a very powerful part of Modere's plan. You need 3 team leader lines. If you personally sponsor someone who becomes a team leader, it counts for you. If someone in your team sponsors someone who becomes a team leader, that counts for you. If someone in your upline were to place someone in your group who becomes a team leader, that also counts for you. So all you need is 3 different teams with 1 team leader in each team, plus the total organizational points, plus the max leg requirement for you to become a qualified social marketer and build out to maximize the compensation plan. All right, let's talk about the generational unilevel. We have an 8 generation deep unilevel, which I'll explain what that means in a moment. But you're going to make 4 to 7% override on your team's volume. 4 to 7% on 8 generations override on your team's volume. As your rank increases, your payout will increase as well. What's also cool is this. Once you become an Elite 1 in Modere, on your 4th line or beyond, now you say, how many legs wide can I build? You can build as many as you'd like. And on your 4th leg and beyond, you'll make an additional 4% commission. So what that means is on those teams, your 4th line and beyond, once you're an Elite 1, you'll make between 8 to 11% override on those teams. Now, people say, when should I start structuring for my 4th team? My general rule is once you hit about Director 2, maybe Director 3, that's when you should start working on your 4th team. But right now, focus on starting with 3 different teams. Let me explain to you what a generation is. This is super powerful. The traditional or average multi-level marketing plan or network marketing company will pay you on 6 to 9 levels. Modere we don't pay on levels, we pay on generations. So this is what I would share with you. The average, we pay on generations of what's called senior consultant. The average senior consultant has 4 to 5 levels in order for them to have become a senior consultant. So that means Modere, the average plan pays on 6 to 9 levels. With 8 generations of senior consultants, Modere pays on an average of 32 to 40 levels instead of 6 to 9. So what that means over time is you can reach significantly deeper within your compensation, because this level 1 is here. These are people who are placing in active order. They enroll someone, they enroll someone, they enroll someone. Well, here's a person down here that's really doing all the work. All of this revenue right here, all of this compresses into 1 generation. In a normal plan, this person's clear on your 5th level, pushing the volume away from you, so you're not being paid on it as deep. All of this compresses into 1 generation, and in Modere, you're paid on 8 generations of senior consultants. It's an extremely powerful bonus to help you reach deep in your business and also work with those who are really working. Let me give you an example of the power, of the residual power of what Modere is doing with their compensation structure. Now, this example is only an example. This isn't meant to be an income claim. What it is meant to do, though, is to show you the power of customer pods. So check this out. Imagine that you were to introduce 3 social marketers. They were to also introduce 3 social marketers and so on. Each of those folks were to order 100 points of Modere's products, and you made a 5% override. This is kind of what that would look like. Well, over time, as you can see, it starts small, but over time you could build a fantastic income. Now, this is a theoretical example. This isn't exactly how it ever has worked or maybe ever really will work, but it gives you an idea of the power of three who get three who get three. Well, this is if you only had a team. This is a team of social marketers. This is what a traditional network marketing company looks like. It's just a whole bunch of distributors that have been recruited into the company. Let me share with you an example in Modere. The same example, three who get three on the social marketer side, but the difference is each social marketer gets 10 customers each, as opposed to just having a team. This is what happens when you're only a team, the different payouts. This is what happens when each person on your team averages 10 customers each. And in Modere, we're averaging 10 customers as our average across the board. Over 65% of our monthly revenue is coming from customer orders. This is the true power of social retail. This is the reason that we're disrupting the network marketing industry and companies are flocking to us, is because they're seeing the real power of getting access to the 95% of the population that a traditional network marketing company can never get access to. Now, let's talk about the coolest bonus we have. It's our check match. Can you imagine receiving a check match on all of the checks of all of your leaders within your organization? So let me give you an example of how this works. Let's say that you become an Elite 3. Now, in this block, this red block, this represents your entire business. It represents all of your customers, all of your team, all of their customers. So your whole business is represented right here in this red block. So what I want to share with you is this. The average Elite 3, we have Elite 3s making over $200,000 a month, and we have them making it maybe as low as $25,000 a month. So there's it's a great position to be at. Now, here's what I want to share. As an Elite 3, let's open up your business and look at some of the leaders within your organization. Let's say that you have, in this example, you're an Elite 3, and you have an Elite 3 in your group. Pretty cool. You have someone that's the top of the rank, top of the comp plan in your business. Well, at this point, you'll make a 22% match, monthly match, on their monthly 8-generation unilevel check. So if their 8-generation unilevel check was $50,000 a month, you'd make an $11,000 match every month that they got their check. Now, what you match on is the 8-generation unilevel portion of their check. So you don't match on their whole check. You match on this massive 8-generation residual unilevel portion of their check. So you take 22% of that. Well, let's say that under that Elite 3 is an Elite 2, which is typically what happens. You'd make 20% of their 8-generation unilevel residual check. Elite 1s, 18%, D3s, 16%, D2s, 14%, D1s, 12%, all the way down to team leaders, which you'd make a generational match of 10% on all of their monthly residual 8-generation unilevel check. Now, here's what I want to share with you. The power of this is that as a big leader, you can go down and work with your budding leaders, these smaller leaders that are coming up in your organization. And when you help their check to increase, guess what happens to your check? It increases. But when you help this person's check to go up, guess what happens to this person? Their check goes up, and the person above them, and the person above them, person above them, and so on. So as their incomes increase, your income also increases. Now, the person that helped us build this plan is the top comp plan guru in the profession. He's worked with everyone from Avon to startups. So he's the best in the business. And he called us one day. He said, "There's something really powerful about your plan you should share with people." I said, "What's that?" He said, "When you're paid on your business, you're paid on your whole business." He said, "You're paid once on your whole business." He said, "That's fair." He said, "But when you check match, you're paid 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times on the exact same volume. Because all of these leaders are represented in your box, in your business." He said, "That's something really powerful. You should tell people." I said, "Okay, I'll tell them." So that happens in this company is you can really, as you check match, you're check matching on the same volume you've already been paid on multiple times. Well, take this Elite 3 in your organization, and let's take all of this business, because we've opened this up out of their business, and let's collapse all this into their business to illustrate the power of this check match. So let's say that all that you just saw is 1 generation of check match. So it goes you, that E3's organization, we check match on 2 generations of Elite 3s per person that you personally enroll. So let me say that again. We check match on 2 generations of Elite 3s per person that you personally enroll. So what I want to share with you is this. It's an extremely powerful part of our plan. In fact, in Modere, we already have folks that make $1 million a year or more from just this leadership development bonus, just this bonus alone. It's that powerful of a bonus. And so it's the back end of the Modere compensation plan truly has exponential power. Okay, I told you I was going to show you how to launch your business in a really effective, really fast, really aggressive way. It's what we call our fast track. Now, you can go in Modere at your pace. You can go as fast as you'd like. You can go as slow as you'd like. If you want to go slower than this, that's okay. But what I want to share with you is for those of you who are saying, how do I go fast? Like, I know I'm in, I need to make a few extra dollars. What can I do to really accelerate my business or help my team to accelerate theirs? So to qualify for the fast track, you need to have 480 activity points in your first qualification month. What that means is this. Activity points is your personal purchase and or all new customer purchases. So for example, if you were to order the $4.99 collection, it's worth 480 points, you'd be qualified for the fast track. That's a simple way to do it. If you were to order less than the 480 point collection, in your first qualification month, you need to make up the difference with customer purchases. And so if you made no purchase at all, you have to do it all through customer purchases. At the end of the month, if you're a little short, you can make up the rest if you'd like. Again, it's your personal purchase and or all new customer purchases. The easiest way to do it is order the $4.99 collection, and then you're already qualified. Now, we talked about the promoter side and the builder side, the bonuses for becoming a bronze, silver, gold, platinum 1 and 2, and then team leader, senior team leader, director 1, directors, and elites. These bonuses stack together. What I mean by that is this. You'll have someone who's like a silver D1. So at silver, they're getting the $100 bonus here. At D1, they're getting the $500 bonus. So you'll have someone who's a platinum director 3. They're getting a $500 bonus from platinum and a $1,500 bonus from director 3. You combine these, the builder and the promoter ranks, they combine together. So what I want to share with you is this. What if we could actually either times these by 50%, 100%, or 200% in your first 90 days? Here's how it works. Month 1, your goal is to become a bronze team leader. Bronze team leader. You'll make an additional 25% here, and you'll make an additional 50% here, and you'd stack those together plus your additional commissions. Month 2, silver senior team leader. You'd make an additional $100 here, an additional $200 here. Month 3, your goal is to become a gold director 1. You'd make an additional $500 cash for gold and an additional $1,000 cash for director 1. So check this out. In your first 3 months, by doing that, hitting the fast track months 1 through 3, you would make, if you did that, plus you enrolled 3 new social marketers a month at the $4.99, you would make right at $5,000 cash in your first 3 months. Think how much that could potentially impact your family and your family budget to make $3,000 or up to $5,000 cash in your first 3 months. Now check this out. What if you wanted $5,000 cash in your first month? Well, what you would do is go all the way through the fast track, become a gold director 1 in your first month, and enroll 9 new social marketers in your first month as well. At that point, you'd be right at $5,000 in cash bonuses. Now, what if you'd like to make $10,000 in your first 3 months? Here's a even more aggressive plan. Become gold director 1 month 1, maintain gold director 1 months 2 and 3, and then enroll at least 9 new social marketers, earn get three doublers at the $4.99. That would be a $10,000 cash, probably a little bit more than that in your first 3 months. So regardless of how fast you'd like to go, there's a path for you, and you can both do it and teach it to other people for them to be able to run through the Modere compensation plan as well. I appreciate your time and attention. Look forward to meeting you in person soon. And I'm excited to be able to partner with you in Modere and to have you use this very unique and very dynamic compensation plan to help change your life.